The world hasn't seen your full power yet, but it's about to. What if I told you that every lie you've been fed about your worth is about to crumble? You're not just surviving, you're on the verge of thriving as one of God's chosen ones. Stop for a moment and realize this message found you for a reason. It's time to shatter the chains of deception that have held you back. This isn't for everyone, it's specifically for you, the chosen one. If you're feeling that pull in your spirit, know it's God awakening your true strength. Every lie they've told you is weak compared to the power inside you. Your discovery of this video is no accident, it's a divine interruption. God is using this moment to expose the hidden truths about your potential. You're handpicked to rise above every deception. Let this be the start of your breakthrough journey. The enemy has tried to dim your light, but it's time to shine brighter. As God's chosen one, your spirit is wired for victory. You were selected before the world began to overcome these lies. Now, let's uncover who you really are and why no lie can hold you back. You were handpicked by God for a life of victory, not defeat. Your unique spiritual identity makes you inherently powerful. Every struggle you've faced has been preparation for this empowerment. Self-doubt and societal lies are just stepping stones to your strength. Biblical truths affirm that you are chosen and blameless. In Ephesians 1:4, it says God chose you before the creation of the world. That means your worth predates any lie spoken against you. You're not defined by failures, you're defined by God's promises. The enemy's whispers are distractions from your divine calling. God has been molding you through trials to rise as His powerful one. Embrace your identity as a chosen vessel of strength. No lie can alter the truth of who you are in God's eyes. Your spirit is unbreakable, forged in divine fire. Now let's dive into the truth that will set you free. Here's the divine truth. As God's chosen one, you hold more power than every lie. Those lies are just illusions that God's truth will dismantle. Your inner power renders deception powerless. Lies might say you're not enough, but God says you're more than enough. Your dreams are possible because of the Spirit within you. Your past doesn't define you, God's plan does. John 8:32 declares that the truth will set you free. This truth is your weapon against every deception. God's power equips you for total victory. Let's unpack this step by step for your everyday life. First, understand that the lies you've believed are the enemy's weak attempts. It's time to expose them and see them for what they are. In 2 Corinthians 10:4-5, weapons of divine power demolish strongholds. Start by journaling those lies like you're not worthy. Counter each lie with God's promises from Scripture. This practice reclaims your mental space for truth. Recognizing these lies is your first step to freedom. God is awakening the warrior spirit inside you. Don't let doubt trap you any longer. Expose the lies to diminish their power over you. Second, your faith is the key to activating divine power. Faith makes every lie powerless in an instant. Ephesians 6:16 calls faith a shield against evil. Practice daily declarations like, I am God's chosen one. Use these declarations during moments of doubt. Turn faith into a daily habit for protection. Your faith turns pain into purpose. Rise above the lies that overwhelm you. God is calling you to activate this inner force. Let your faith be the catalyst for change. Third, live out your power in bold action every day. Every step you take crushes the lies under your feet. Romans 8:37 affirms you are more than a conqueror. Set one goal this week that defies a lie in your life. Pursue that dream job despite the doubts. Share your goal with a trusted friend for accountability. Include it in your prayers for divine support. Living boldly means shattering limitations. God designed you to thrive, not just survive. Take that first step towards freedom and fulfillment. As we go deeper, you'll see signs of this power at work. You might start noticing prophetic signs in your life, like repeated numbers such as 111 for new beginnings, or dreams where you're overcoming obstacles. These are God's way of confirming your power. Feel the shift in your spirit as truth aligns. The Holy Spirit is realigning your energy. What was once a battlefield becomes a pathway to victory. This spiritual momentum crushes deception. Your unstoppable strength is emerging now. Now that you're sensing this awakening, it's time to respond. Right now, pause and declare aloud, I am God's chosen one. Reject every lie with that declaration. Comment below with I am powerful to join others. God is moving through your obedience in this moment. Take the next 5 minutes to pray for revelation. Ask God to dismantle any lies in your life. This is your declaration of war against deception. Make this a daily spiritual challenge. Engage actively to experience true freedom. Imagine waking up to a life free from lies. Doors of opportunity will swing open for you. Relationships will be restored through this power. Your true purpose will unfold with clarity. This breakthrough is God's promise to you. As in Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against you will prosper. You'll thrive financially, emotionally, and spiritually. Victory is not just survival, it's abundance. Envision the joy and clarity ahead. This is the empowered life waiting for you. Remember, you are more powerful than every lie. God's promises are unbreakable for His chosen ones. Your victory is already sealed. Keep reflecting on this truth daily. Trust in God's perfect timing for your breakthrough. You're not alone in this journey. Your spirit is continually empowered. Let this message be a beacon in your life. Revisit these words whenever doubt creeps in. God's calling on your life is eternal. As a chosen one, your power grows stronger each day. Every lie fades in the light of divine truth. Stand firm in your identity. Your breakthrough is just the beginning of greater things. Embrace the freedom that comes from this revelation. God has equipped you to overcome anything. Walk confidently in your divine purpose. No deception can withstand your spiritual authority. Keep your faith alive and active. You are unstoppable as God's chosen one. In the quiet of your soul, remember that every lie whispered against you crumbles before the light of your divine calling. Through the storms you've weathered, your spirit has been forged, emerging as a beacon of God's unbreakable power. As shadows of doubt fade, embrace the truth that you were chosen long before the world tried to define you. In the tapestry of your life, each thread of struggle weaves a story of triumph, written by God's own hand. Behold the reality that no deception can withstand the fire of your inherent spiritual strength. From the depths of past pain, rise now as the warrior God intended, shattering every chain of falsehood. In moments of reflection, see how your trials have only amplified the power residing within you. Let the echoes of ancient promises remind you that your worth is eternal, far beyond any lie. As dawn breaks over your doubts, claim the victory that God has already secured for His chosen ones. In the silence of prayer, discover the unyielding force that silences every voice of deception. Through the lens of faith, perceive the lies as mere illusions against your mountain-moving potential. In the narrative of your journey, every setback becomes a stepping stone to your destined greatness. Declare boldly that the enemy's tactics hold no power over the one anointed by divine purpose. As waves of uncertainty crash, stand firm on the rock of your spiritual identity, unmoved and empowered. In the garden of your mind, uproot the weeds of lies and plant seeds of God's affirming truth. Witness how your story unfolds, revealing layers of strength that no falsehood could ever conceal. In the embrace of divine love, feel the lies dissolve, leaving only the purity of your chosen path. As the sun rises on your resolve, illuminate the world with the power that lies have tried to dim. In the rhythm of your heartbeat, hear the pulse of God's promises, drowning out every deceptive whisper. Through the mirror of Scripture, gaze upon your reflection as God's masterpiece, flawless and formidable. In the wake of betrayal, reclaim your narrative as one of redemption and unstoppable divine might. As history's pages turn, recognize your role as a key player in God's grand design of victory. In the fortress of your faith, no lie can breach the walls built by heavenly assurance. Behold the transformation where past wounds become badges of honor in your arsenal of power. In the symphony of life, your notes of resilience harmonize with God's eternal symphony of triumph. As doubts attempt to linger, sweep them away with the truth of your unshakable chosen status. In the depths of introspection, uncover the treasures of strength that lies have long obscured. Through the veil of challenges, step into the clarity of your divine empowerment and purpose. In the dance of destiny, laid with confidence, knowing every lie is but a fleeting shadow. As the winds of change blow, anchor yourself in the reality that you are more than conquerors through Him. In the canvas of creation, your life paints a portrait of resilience, defying every brushstroke of deception. Witness the unraveling of falsehoods as your spirit awakens to the fullness of God's design for you. In the quiet strength of endurance, find the power that renders every lie powerless and obsolete. As layers of deceit peel away, reveal the core of your being radiant, chosen, and invincible. In the path of perseverance, each step forward crushes the remnants of doubt underfoot. Through the eyes of eternity, see yourself as God sees you, powerful, purposeful, and profoundly loved. In the river of renewal, let the currents of truth wash away the stains of every spoken lie. As the stars align in your favor, embrace the cosmic affirmation of your unbreakable spiritual authority. In the architecture of your soul, every pillar stands firm against the assaults of deception. Witness the dawn of your dominion, where lies bow to the sovereignty of your divine inheritance. In the forge of faith, your character is refined, emerging sharper and more potent than before. As whispers of weakness fade, amplify the roar of your inner strength, gifted by God Himself. In the tapestry of testimony, weave threads of victory that outshine any thread of falsehood. Through the gateway of gratitude, enter a realm where lies hold no territory in your transformed life. In the sanctuary of self, affirm the truth that you are equipped to overcome and excel. As the seasons shift, align with the eternal spring of God's promises, blooming despite the lies. In the echo of encouragement, let divine words reverberate, silencing every voice of defeat. Witness the elevation of your spirit, rising above the fog of deception into clear, empowered skies. In the blueprint of your destiny, every line draws a path of power that lies cannot erase. As barriers break, step into the freedom that declares you as God's triumphant chosen one. In the melody of miracles, hear your name sung as a testament to unyielding strength. Through the prism of perseverance, refract the light of truth that dispels all shadows of doubt. In the citadel of conviction, fortify your heart against the arrows of lies with God's shield. As the narrative evolves, become the author of your story, penning chapters of victory and light. In the garden of growth, cultivate the fruits of faith that nourish and protect against deception. Witness the convergence of circumstances that affirm your power, orchestrated by divine hands. In the rhythm of redemption, dance freely, unbound by the chains that lies once imposed. As the veil lifts, behold the vastness of your potential, illuminated by God's eternal flame. In the archive of affirmations, store treasures of truth that counter every lie with precision. Through the lens of legacy, envision the impact of your empowered life on generations to come. In the summit of self-realization, stand tall, surveying the landscape of lies you've conquered. As echoes of encouragement resound, let them propel you into realms of unprecedented strength. In the mosaic of memories, piece together a picture of resilience that defies all falsehoods. Witness the infusion of divine energy, charging your spirit to dismantle every deceptive force. In the harbor of hope, anchor your soul, safe from the storms of lies that once raged. As the path clarifies, walk boldly, knowing each step is guided by God's unwavering power. In the symphony of support, harmonize with heavenly voices that affirm your chosen might. Through the gateway of grace, enter a domain where lies dissolve in the presence of truth. In the tapestry of trials, find patterns of purpose that weave your story into one of glory. As the dawn of discernment breaks, discern the lies and discard them with divine authority. In the fortress of faith, build walls of wisdom that protect and empower your every decision. Witness the transformation of your trials into testimonies of triumph over deception. In the river of revelation, flow with the currents that reveal your inherent, unstoppable power. As shadows retreat, step into the spotlight of your divine destiny, radiant and unassailable. In the archive of aspirations, archive dreams that lies tried to bury, now resurrected in strength. Through the prism of praise, refract gratitude that magnifies your power and diminishes deceit. In the citadel of courage, garrison your heart with the armor of God's promises against lies. As the narrative unfolds, script your future with declarations of victory and divine affirmation. In the garden of grace, nurture the seeds of strength that bloom into a harvest of empowerment. Witness the alignment of your life with God's plan, where lies are rendered powerless and obsolete. In the rhythm of renewal, sync your steps with the beat of heavenly purpose and might. As whispers of worthlessness fade, amplify the truth of your immeasurable value in God's eyes. In the mosaic of miracles, piece together evidence of your power overcoming every obstacle. Through the lens of liberation, view your journey as a path freed from the bonds of deception. In the summit of success, claim the peaks that lies said were unreachable, now within your grasp. As the veil of vagueness lifts, see clearly the roadmap to your empowered, chosen destiny. In the symphony of strength, conduct an orchestra of affirmations that drown out doubt. Witness the infusion of inspiration, fueling your spirit to rise above and conquer lies. In the harbor of healing, find solace and restoration from the wounds inflicted by falsehoods. As the path of purpose emerges, tread it with confidence, backed by divine power and promise. In the tapestry of trust, weave a fabric of faith that shields and sustains against deception. Through the gateway of growth, step into seasons of flourishing that lies could never hinder. In the echo of empowerment, let your voice resound with the authority of God's chosen ones. As barriers bow, advance into territories of triumph that were once guarded by lies. In the blueprint of breakthrough, design a life where deception has no place or power. Witness the dawn of dominance where your spiritual authority reigns supreme over falsehoods. In the river of resolve, flow steadily toward victory, unswayed by the currents of lies. As the stars of success align, navigate by the light of your divine calling and strength. In the archive of achievements, record milestones that testify to your power over deception. Through the prism of persistence, bend challenges into opportunities for greater empowerment. In the citadel of confidence, fortify your mind with truths that vanquish every lie. As the narrative of your life evolves, edit out the lies and highlight the heroism within. In the garden of glory, cultivate blooms of breakthrough that flourish in God's light. Witness the convergence of courage and faith, creating an unstoppable force against deceit. In the rhythm of revelation, move in sync with the truths that liberate and elevate you. As echoes of encouragement multiply, let them echo through your spirit, amplifying your power. In the mosaic of mastery, assemble pieces of wisdom that master the art of overcoming lies. Through the lens of legacy, focus on the enduring impact of your empowered existence. In the summit of sovereignty, reign over your domain, undefeated by any form of deception. As the path of peace unfolds, walk it with the assurance of God's perpetual protection. In the symphony of salvation, harmonize your story with notes of victory and redemption. Witness the transformation of turmoil into tranquility, powered by your divine inheritance. In the harbor of hope renewed, dock your dreams, safe from the tempests of lies. As the veil of vulnerability lifts, reveal the vulnerability of lies before your strength. In the tapestry of tenacity, thread endurance that outlasts and outpowers every falsehood. Through the gateway of gratitude, enter realms where lies lose their grip and fade away. In the echo of eternity, hear the timeless call of your chosen power echoing back. As barriers of belief shatter, embrace the boundless possibilities of your spiritual might. In the blueprint of blessings, design a future where lies are but distant, forgotten memories. Witness the final triumph where you stand as God's chosen one, more powerful than every lie they've told you. In the depths of your spirit lies the unyielding truth that you are God's chosen one, far beyond the reach of any deception. Through the trials you've faced, remember that each challenge has been a forge, shaping you into a vessel of divine power. As the dawn breaks over your doubts, realize that God's affirmation echoes louder than any lie whispered in the shadows. In your quiet reflections, uncover the strength that God has woven into your very being, defying every false narrative. Once you embrace your divine selection, the lies that once bound you crumble like dust in the wind. In the narrative of your life, God's hand has been guiding you, turning every setback into a stepping stone to victory. With unwavering certainty, know that your identity as God's chosen one renders all deceptions powerless. As you ponder your journey, see how God's promises have always been the light piercing through the darkness of lies. In this moment of revelation, affirm that your spiritual power surpasses every lie told by the world. Through the lens of faith, recognize that you were destined for greatness, untouched by the enemy's schemes. In the story of redemption, your role as God's chosen one is central, overshadowing all attempts to diminish you. As waves of doubt recede, stand firm in the knowledge that God's truth is your unbreakable shield. In your innermost thoughts, declare that no lie can alter the divine purpose etched into your soul. Once the fog of deception lifts, behold the radiant power that God has placed within you. With bold assurance, proclaim that as God's chosen one, you are equipped to dismantle every falsehood. In the tapestry of your experiences, each thread of hardship has been infused with God's empowering grace. As you reflect on past struggles, understand they were mere illusions against your inherent divine strength. In this divine awakening, embrace the reality that your power originates from God's eternal choice. Through persistent faith, witness how lies lose their grip, revealing your true, unassailable worth. In the quiet of your heart, hear God's voice affirming that you are more than conquerors through His love. As the sun rises on your spirit, affirm that God's selection of you predates and outlasts every lie. In the chapters of your story, every lie has been a temporary shadow, not the defining light. With resolute declaration, know that your worthiness stems from God's unchangeable decree. In moments of introspection, see how your struggles have cultivated a resilience born of divine favor. Once you internalize your chosen status, the lies that plagued you fade into irrelevance. As echoes of doubt fade, embrace the biblical truth that you are holy and blameless in God's sight. In your personal odyssey, God's preparation through trials has forged an unbreakable spirit within you. With profound clarity, recognize that no deception can erase the mark of God's choosing on your life. In the sanctuary of your soul, reaffirm that you are empowered to rise above every whispered falsehood. As you journey inward, discover the scriptures that illuminate your identity as God's victorious one. In this sacred revelation, understand that your power is not self-made but divinely bestowed. Through the mirror of God's word, see yourself as He sees you, chosen, powerful, and free. With unshakable conviction, declare that lies are powerless against the armor of your divine identity. In the unfolding of your destiny, every lie is exposed as a fragile barrier to your true calling. As shadows of self-doubt dissipate, step into the light of God's affirming presence. In your reflective pauses, grasp how God's eternal plan has always been for your empowerment. Once the veils are lifted, behold the strength that God's choice has instilled in your core. With heartfelt assurance, know that you are not defined by lies but by God's sovereign declaration. In the narrative arc of faith, your selection as God's chosen one is the triumphant climax. As you contemplate your path, realize that every lie was meant to test, not to define your power. In the core of this truth, understand that as God's chosen one, you hold the key to dismantling deceptions. Through divine insight, recognize that lies are mere illusions shattered by God's illuminating truth. With bold proclamation, affirm that your spiritual power renders every lie obsolete. In the light of revelation, see how God's truth within you turns whispers of doubt into echoes of victory. As the scriptures unfold, embrace John 8:32 as your personal declaration of freedom from lies. In this empowering moment, know that God's Spirit equips you to conquer what once seemed insurmountable. Once you grasp this truth, lies lose their sting, replaced by the surge of divine strength. With unwavering faith, declare that no deception can withstand the power God has placed in you. In the heart of your journey, discover that God's promises are the weapons against every falsehood. As truth takes root, watch as lies dissolve, revealing the path to your destined breakthrough. In the essence of your being, affirm that you are more powerful than the lies that sought to bind you. Through God's word, internalize that your power is not of this world, but from the divine source. With resolute spirit, proclaim that every lie is exposed and defeated by your inherent authority. In this divine encounter, understand that lies are temporary, but God's truth is eternal. As you align with God's revelation, feel the shift from vulnerability to unassailable strength. In the depths of faith, recognize that your power activates when you reject the enemy's deceptions. Once embraced, this truth propels you forward, crushing lies under the weight of divine affirmation. With clarity and purpose, know that God's truth is your greatest ally in the battle against falsehoods. In your spiritual awakening, see how lies are revealed as powerless against your chosen destiny. As the message resonates, affirm that you are designed to thrive, not succumb to deceptive whispers. First, in exposing lies, understand that they are the enemy's feeble attempts to obscure your light. Through 2 Corinthians 10:4-5, declare that your divine weapons demolish every stronghold of deception. In practical terms, begin journaling lies like "you're unworthy" and counter them with God's promises. As you reclaim your mental space, watch how recognition of lies sparks your inner warrior spirit. In this first step, realize that identifying deceptions is your gateway to unchained freedom. With focused intent, know that every lie exposed weakens the enemy's hold on your life. Once you name the lies, they lose their power, paving the way for God's truth to prevail. In the process of reflection, affirm that this awareness is God's gift to empower you. Through daily practice, transform doubt into determination by confronting lies head-on. As lies are brought to light, feel the liberation that comes from divine revelation. Second, in activating your faith, recognize it as the key that ignites your divine power. From Ephesians 6:16, proclaim that faith extinguishes the arrows of evil aimed at your spirit. In everyday application, make daily declarations like "I am God's chosen one" to build your shield. As faith becomes habit, turn moments of doubt into opportunities for triumphant faith. In this activation, understand that your pain is transmuted into purposeful strength. With each declaration, feel the lies fading as faith surges through your veins. Once faith is activated, no lie can stand against the force of your spiritual resolve. In the rhythm of your days, let faith be the force that propels you beyond deception. Through consistent practice, watch as your faith turns whispers of defeat into roars of victory. As you engage this power, know that faith is your divine response to every lie. Third, in living out your power, take bold steps that crush lies beneath your feet. From Romans 8:37, affirm that you are more than a conqueror through God's love. In actionable terms, set a goal this week that defies a lie, like pursuing your dreams despite doubts. As you step forward, build accountability through prayer or sharing with a trusted friend. In this bold action, realize that each step shatters the chains of past deceptions. With unwavering courage, know that living out your power is your path to fulfillment. Once you act, feel the lies crumbling as your divine strength takes center stage. In the pursuit of your calling, every action reinforces your identity as God's chosen one. Through persistent effort, transform hesitation into a legacy of victory over lies. As you embody this power, witness how your life becomes a testament to overcoming deception. In mystical signs, you may notice repeated numbers like 111, signaling new beginnings in your journey. Through prophetic dreams, see yourself overcoming obstacles as God confirms your unyielding power. In the shift of energies, feel the Holy Spirit realigning your path, dismantling lies with divine momentum. As synchronicities unfold, recognize them as God's affirmations of your spiritual authority. In this prophetic layer, understand that these signs are markers of your emerging strength. With each mystical encounter, know that God's energy is fortifying you against deception. Once you attune to these elements, lies lose their influence in your awakened spirit. In the flow of spiritual shifts, embrace the victory that God has ordained for you. Through these signs, affirm that your power is actively at work, guiding you forward. As the prophetic unfolds, feel the assurance that no lie can hinder your divine path. Now, in response to this call, pause and declare aloud that you reject every lie. Through spiritual challenge, take 5 minutes to pray for revelation and dismantling of deceptions. In this moment, commit to daily declarations that affirm your power as God's chosen one. As you engage, know that obedience to this call ignites your breakthrough. With urgent faith, comment below to stand with others in this spiritual declaration. In your action, realize that each step is a blow against the forces of falsehood. Once you respond, feel the empowerment that comes from aligning with God's truth. Through this call, transform passive belief into active victory over lies. As you pray, invite God's Spirit to expose and eradicate remaining deceptions. In bold obedience, declare your readiness to live in the fullness of your divine power. Imagine a life where lies no longer cast shadows and doors of opportunity swing wide open. In this vision, see relationships restored and your purpose unfolding with crystal clarity. As breakthrough dawns, embrace the abundance that God's promises bring to every area. With vivid hope, know that no weapon formed against you will prosper, as Isaiah declares. In the glory ahead, witness financial, emotional, and spiritual thriving beyond your dreams. Once you envision this, feel the motivation to pursue it with unyielding faith. Through God's assurances, understand that your future is filled with victorious light. As rewards manifest, rejoice in the freedom and joy that overcoming lies brings. In this prophetic future, stand as a beacon of God's power, inspiring others through your journey. Finally, remember that as God's chosen one, your power endures and your breakthrough is eternally secured. In the shadows of doubt, your spirit rises as God's chosen one, unshaken by the lies that once clouded your path. Through every trial, you've been forged in divine fire, emerging more powerful than the deceptions that sought to bind you. Remember the moment when truth first pierced the darkness, revealing your inherent strength as a vessel of God's light. Your journey has always been guided by an unseen hand, turning every lie into a stepping stone toward your destined victory. As the winds of change sweep through your life, embrace the power that declares you unbreakable in God's eyes. In the quiet of your soul, a divine whisper affirms that no lie can diminish the glory etched within you. Picture the battles you've won silently, where faith overpowered the voices that tried to define your worth. Your heart, once heavy with falsehoods, now beats with the rhythm of eternal truth, propelling you forward. Every sunrise brings a fresh reminder that you are chosen, equipped to shatter illusions with God's unwavering might. Deep within, a reservoir of power awaits, ready to dismantle the narratives that never belonged to your story. The lies that echoed in your past fade against the brilliance of your divine calling, illuminating your true purpose. Stand firm in the knowledge that your spirit was designed to conquer, not to cower before fabricated fears. In moments of reflection, see how God's hand has redirected your steps away from deception and toward empowerment. Your legacy as God's chosen one unfolds like a tapestry, woven with threads of resilience against every lie. Amidst the chaos, your inner light persists, a beacon that exposes and extinguishes the shadows of doubt. The power within you is not a fleeting spark, but an eternal flame, ignited by God's promise of triumph. As you recall the lies that tried to chain you, feel the surge of divine energy that sets you gloriously free. Your story is one of redemption, where each lie becomes a testament to the strength God has placed in your hands. In the tapestry of your life, every thread of deception is rewoven into patterns of victory and unyielding faith. The essence of your being resonates with God's truth, silencing the whispers that sought to undermine your power. Through the lens of faith, the lies that once loomed large now appear as mere illusions in your empowered reality. Your spirit, anointed and unassailable, transforms challenges into opportunities for profound spiritual growth. In the silence between breaths, God's affirmation echoes, reminding you that you are more than the sum of past deceptions. Every step you take is a declaration of your divine heritage, crushing the lies underfoot with holy resolve. The power of God's choice in you is evident in the way you've risen time and again from the ashes of falsehood. As waves of truth wash over you, the lies dissolve, revealing the unbreakable core of your chosen identity. Your path, illuminated by divine wisdom, leads you away from the traps of deception and into realms of endless possibility. In the heart of your struggles, God's voice has been your anchor, affirming your supremacy over every lie. The lies that circled like vultures have been scattered by the winds of your spiritual awakening. Your existence is a living proof of God's design, where power overrides the feeble attempts to confine your spirit. Through the mirror of self-reflection, see the warrior God created, armed against the deceit of the world. In the dance of life, your steps are guided by divine choreography, evading the pitfalls of fabricated truths. The power vested in you by God renders every lie obsolete, a forgotten echo in the symphony of your destiny. As you embrace your chosen status, the lies lose their grip, fading into the background of your triumphant narrative. Your soul's journey is marked by God's fingerprints, erasing the stains of deception with strokes of pure light. In the quiet aftermath of storms, God's affirmation stands tall, declaring your victory over lingering doubts. The lies that once defined your limits are now redefined by the boundless energy of your divine empowerment. Your spirit, infused with God's essence, turns whispers of defeat into roars of unyielding strength. Through the pages of your life story, God's truth rewrites the chapters marred by lies, restoring your original glory. In the embrace of faith, you discover that no lie can withstand the fortress of your God-given power. As the dawn breaks on your awareness, the lies scatter like shadows before the light of your chosen purpose. Your heart, once burdened, now lifts in exaltation, fueled by the divine fire that consumes all deception. In the rhythm of your daily walk, God's affirmation pulses, reminding you of your supremacy over falsehoods. The power within you is a divine inheritance, inherited not from lies but from the Creator's eternal promise. Through the veil of past illusions, God's truth emerges, crowning you as the conqueror you were always meant to be. Your journey, though fraught with challenges, is a testament to the power that outshines every deceptive force. In moments of divine connection, the lies dissolve, leaving only the pure essence of your empowered self. As you stand in your truth, the lies retreat, acknowledging the authority of God's chosen one in you. Your spirit's resilience is a mirror of God's strength, reflecting back the lies as powerless reflections. Through the gateway of faith, you step into a realm where lies hold no sway, only divine empowerment reigns. In the architecture of your life, God's design fortifies you against the erosions of deceitful narratives. The lies that sought to dim your light are eclipsed by the brilliance of your God-ordained destiny. Your awakening is a divine symphony where each note drowns out the discord of past deceptions. As waves of spiritual energy surge through you, the lies are washed away, revealing your true, powerful core. In the garden of your soul, God's truth blooms, overtaking the weeds of lies with vibrant, unyielding growth. Your path is lit by the lamp of divine wisdom, guiding you past the snares of fabricated weaknesses. Through the eyes of faith, the lies appear as fleeting mists, while your power stands as an eternal mountain. In the quietude of prayer, God's voice affirms your supremacy, silencing the echoes of doubt forever. The power of your chosen identity transforms the lies into lessons, each one a step toward greater glory. As you claim your divine heritage, the lies shatter like glass, unable to contain your expanding spirit. Your story, rewritten by God's hand, turns pages of deception into chapters of triumphant revelation. In the flow of life's river, God's current carries you beyond the banks of lies into oceans of possibility. The lies that once chained your dreams are broken by the hammer of your God-given authority. Through the prism of truth, your power refracts light, dispersing the shadows of deceit in all directions. In the fortress of your faith, no lie can breach the walls, for God's protection is your ultimate shield. Your spirit, awakened and alert, detects and diffuses the lies before they can take root in your heart. As divine energy courses through your veins, the lies wither, unable to survive in the presence of such power. In the tapestry of eternity, your thread of truth outshines the dark strands of deception woven by others. The power within you is a divine spark, igniting a fire that consumes every lie in its path. Through the doorway of self-discovery, you emerge as God's chosen, leaving the lies confined to the past. In the symphony of your life, God's melody overrides the discordant notes of falsehood and doubt. Your journey is a testament to resilience, where each lie encountered strengthens your divine resolve. As the sun of truth rises in your soul, the lies flee like night, unable to endure the light. In the embrace of God's promises, your power expands, eclipsing the influence of any deceptive voice. The lies that whispered defeat are silenced by the roar of your spirit, empowered by divine affirmation. Through the lens of eternity, your struggles with lies are mere footnotes in the epic of your victory. In the quiet strength of your faith, God's truth stands guard, repelling every assault of deception. Your chosen path is lined with divine signposts, guiding you away from lies and toward unassailable power. As waves of empowerment crash over you, the lies are submerged, lost in the depths of God's ocean. In the architecture of your destiny, lies are but fragile structures, collapsing before your solid foundation. The power of God's selection in you transforms whispers of doubt into echoes of triumphant declaration. Through the fire of trials, your spirit is refined, emerging purer and more powerful than any lie could imagine. In the garden of possibilities, God's truth plants seeds that bloom, overshadowing the weeds of deception. Your heart, attuned to divine frequencies, filters out the static of lies, tuning into pure empowerment. As the curtain of illusion lifts, your true self is revealed, radiant and unyielding against former chains. In the rhythm of your breath, God's affirmation pulses, reminding you of your supremacy over falsehoods. The lies that sought to define you are redefined by the light of your divine identity, shining brightly. Through the portal of faith, you step into a realm where lies hold no power, only truth prevails. In the mosaic of your experiences, God's hand arranges the pieces, turning deceptions into masterpieces. Your spirit, cloaked in divine armor, advances fearlessly, leaving lies in the dust of forgotten battles. As divine wisdom floods your mind, the lies evaporate, replaced by clarity and unshakable conviction. In the echo of God's call, your response silences the voices of doubt, affirming your chosen might. The power within you is a river of living water, washing away the stains of lies with relentless flow. Through the valley of shadows, your faith lights the way, exposing and conquering every deceptive path. In the symphony of creation, your note resonates with God's truth, harmonizing against discordant lies. Your journey, marked by divine milestones, propels you beyond the reach of any fabricated limitations. As the winds of change blow, your spirit sails on, carried by God's power over the seas of deception. In the quiet sanctuary of your soul, God's voice declares your victory, drowning out the noise of lies. The lies that once clouded your vision are cleared by the dawn of your empowered awakening. Through the fire of passion, your spirit ignites, burning away the remnants of doubt and falsehood. In the tapestry of time, your thread of truth weaves a pattern that outlasts every attempt at deception. Your heart, fortified by God's promises, stands as a bulwark against the tides of lies. As divine energy awakens within, the lies crumble, unable to withstand the force of your inner light. In the dance of destiny, your steps are guided by truth, evading the pitfalls set by deceptive hands. The power of your chosen identity is a shield that deflects every arrow of doubt aimed at your spirit. Through the mirror of reflection, you see not the lies, but the glorious reflection of God's design in you. In the embrace of eternal love, lies lose their hold, replaced by the warmth of divine affirmation. Your path, illuminated by faith, leads you to heights where lies cannot follow, only truth ascends. As the chains of deception break, your spirit soars, free and empowered by God's unchanging word. In the quiet strength of conviction, God's truth anchors you, steady against the storms of falsehood. The lies that whispered in the night are silenced by the dawn of your divine empowerment. Through the gateway of prayer, you access reservoirs of power that render lies powerless. In the symphony of your life, God's melody crescendos, overpowering the faint tunes of deception. Your spirit, reborn in truth, radiates a light that dispels every shadow cast by lies. As waves of revelation crash upon you, the lies are swept away, leaving only pure, unadulterated power. In the fortress of faith, no lie can penetrate, for God's protection is your impenetrable wall. The power vested in you by God is a flame that consumes doubts, leaving only ashes of what once was. Through the eyes of eternity, your struggles with lies are but fleeting moments in your eternal triumph. In the rhythm of your heartbeat, God's affirmation resounds, declaring your supremacy over all deception. Your journey, crowned with divine victory, transforms every lie into a stepping stone toward your glorious destiny.